Hello. Right, I'm just waiting to see if anybody comes and joins us. My chat's now live. Yay! Switch it to live chat so I can see what's going on. There's Michelle. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Oh, excuse me. For God's sake. Hope you're all right, my dear. I have tea. Hi, Gemma. I'm getting there, Michelle. Slowly but surely. Just that annoying little that I've got. Hi, Susan. Excuse me if I cough all through this. Stupid bloody flu. It's driving me mad. Hope everyone's all right. Hope you all had a good week. Isn't it fab? And in the sun, it goes like a blue, like sort of even bluer than this. It's a really, really nice colour. It's a mermaid glitter stuff, but yeah, and it's glittery and it's really good. And she's got one as well that goes like a purple, so I'm going to try that next time. But it's so nice to have my nails sorted. Hi, April. How are you? And hi, Mary, if she's with you. Right, I guess we'll get on with it. Just keep going. Ooh, yes, do the purple. Have you seen my match there? No, April, I haven't. I've just put it in my watch list to watch in a wee while when I've done this. How am I finding the loose journal pages? Isn't it more difficult to keep organised? Right. Paper clips are your friend. Okay, so for example, well, paper clips and binder clips. This is the beginning of my year, and January up to the beginning of February is bound. So it's literally like that. Then all my trackers for February and all my February pages are loose. Yeah. Up until my weeklies, and they're all stuck together. Make sure Daryl's with me when I watch. Will do, although he's in bed, so I'll have to watch it tomorrow then. So yeah, these are bound together. And then as I go through my journal, so this is my last weekly for this month, and these are my journal pages. Yeah. They get put together with a paper clip too. So it's chunks that I'm moving at a time rather than, excuse me, rather than a whole, you know, flipping through, because otherwise it is confusing. I do have an A5 binder coming, like a large one that I'm hoping the whole year will fit in. And when that comes, I'll punch holes. I've got some clear hole protectors, which I will just dunk on, and then it will go in the bound system. Yeah, it's going to go in the bound system. I was going to use coils. Can I reach them? Is that them? No, that's a heat tool. I've got some coils in my calyx unit over there, and I was going to use like a bind it all and have it like a coiled like this, but I can't get coils big enough for the amount of paper. I need about 600 pages, between 500 and 600 pages, and they just don't make coils big enough to hold that much paper, and I want it all in one book. So yeah, Wendy did send me a folder, but it disappeared somewhere between there and here, unfortunately, because the post office sucks. Right, we are going to use Pardon me. I've just had my dinner, so excuse me if I burp at you all. I've used this one before. Nice flowery one. And I'm going to use... This has got little gold butterflies on it. My light is sort of glaring off of it. But it's got little gold butterflies on it. And then if I've got enough, this is going to go across the bottom. But I don't know whether there's enough here to do it. If there is, great. If not, then it'll have to be a plain one. So we will see. So I think I will try this one first. Oop. Yeah, looks like there's going to be enough. That's awesome. Oops. I take it your card came then, April. I was wondering if it had. Hey, Galena. I'm not purple anymore. Got tealy ones. Sparkly tealy, but... No, cool. I'm glad you've got it. I literally sent three postcards out, and that was you, Amanda, and Wendy was the other one. Because I just didn't get around to it when I had the flu, and then it just, you know, February got away from me. I've had a couple back, which is nice. Thank you. I'm glad you like the nails. I've never, I'd not had gel products before. I've always had like acrylic. And one of my technician's friends came in and she had this lovely petrol effect. But I couldn't remember what the colours were, so we did this one, but I think it was the purple one that her friend had instead, so I'm going to do that one next time. You cancelled Inco... Yeah, I saw you say you cancelled NaNoWriMo. But, well, I've got loads of postcards now for next year. Because I bought like a whole pack of these to, and I can use them for other things, you know, I can always cover that up and for journaling cards or whatever, but, or if not, I've got them for next year, haven't I? So yeah. You had a good week, Galena? That wasn't too bad. I've got to ask, April, right? You get the Simply Gilded boxes. I saw your opening of. How many rolls of tape do you have that's got bows on it? And does she do like a variety of different designs, or is it just bows? You know, I'm curious. I wouldn't buy because, quite frankly, I can't afford it. But yeah, I'm just curious. And do you like everything you get from her? Because I've never seen any Simply Gilded unboxings until I found one on your channel. And it was the last one that you did, I think. No, not just both. Gemma, I love Happy Mail. Go over there. Because I know when, because Jolynn sent me some Simply Gilded ones, because she said she just simply wouldn't use them, and I think there was only one in there that it did have flowers, and it is very pretty. But I was just like, well, it all seems to be bows. What's going on? To unbox them simply. I'll have a look then. Yes, Gemma, that'd be lovely. Even just a postcard, that'd be cool. Postcard from where you live, because I love that kind of thing. Or fridge magnets. I've got a bit of a thing about fridge magnets. Like if my kids go on holiday anywhere or I go anywhere, I tend to buy a fridge magnet so that I can stick it on my fridge. If you go and look through my Instagram, just in the new year, I got a new fridge and it's massive, and I've put all my fridge magnets on the top, and yeah, they're all crowded together. They take up about a third of the top of my massive fridge. So Wendy stumbles in. Wendy, that was a bloody fast shower. Hi, Brittany. Oh, I always try to do that, where I try and like line it up on the edge of the page and the long, well, both edges, you know, and I'm just like, why do you do this to yourself? It's so fucking stressful. Did two haul openings as well on your channel. Oh, cool. Love a good shopping haul. I'm going shopping on Friday because today is my daughter's birthday and she's not here, and I'm very cross that she's not here, as in there with you lot in the chat. Because she said she would be. But yeah, her and I are going to, is it her and I or is it she and I? Anyway, we're going to England on Friday. I live on a wee island at the bottom of the UK, and anything that is not on the island where I live is England, basically, or up north. And that's where all the shops are, you know, all the decent shops are over there in England. So on Friday we're going on a shopping trip, just have a bit of fun. So, an island you still want to visit? Yeah, you need to come visit me. So yeah, we're going to go shopping. I've got loads of cash saved, and we're going to have like a day out, and a girly day, because we haven't had a girly day out in ages. So yeah, it'll be fun. Because it's her birthday today. Bless her heart. Thank you, Indy. Oh, you're in Swanage, Gemma. Oh, cool. Not that far away then. Yeah, it's her birthday today. I can't believe it. And tomorrow is my son's birthday. They're a year and a day apart, those two. Didn't plan that very well. He was due on her first birthday, actually, but he waited. And yes, he waited another 12 hours. So she was born at 27 minutes past midnight on the 27th of February, 1995. And he was born 28 minutes past midday on the 28th of February, 1996. So they are a year, a day, and it was 12 hours and a minute or something. So can normally see the Isle of Wight every day. Oh well, you have to come over in the summer. We'll go to the beach or something. Go for a mad day out. That's the washy down. It's pretty. You binge watched all my shows, Brittany. Here's a sucker for punishment. What's the theme for the week? I don't really have one. But I haven't been doing themes, have I? I mean, I did a bit of a birthday one for this week. Sorry, that's a March page. You know, so I don't really know. I might add some flowers in. Excuse me. Just to sort of, you know, finish it off. I'm going to do a pinky colour. Catching up. Are you behind? Oh, pardon me. God, that's so annoying. Oh, God, I've got to show you guys. I picked these up the other day in the pound shop. Hang on, let me just break the seal. And I thought these would be so much fun if you're having a party or something. It's like a drink ticket, a roll of drinks tickets. And it says, drink, this one is on us, valid for one beverage. And it's so cool. And I got a whole roll of them. This was in Poundland. If you live in England, this is in Poundland. I was just like, oh, those are hysterical. I can see me using those. So yeah, and you'll be behind again tomorrow as you're working late. Oh, are you? Hi, Michelle. Aren't they brilliant? Do you want a set? I can send them to you if you like. I thought they were brilliant. I bought those and I got these as well. Little post-it notes. I just thought those were cute. They look a lot pinker in real life than they do on my camera, so I don't know how well you're seeing those. But yeah, I just thought those are adorable. So if you want to set the tickets, Wendy, let me know. Right. My pen is gonna play silly buggers now because of me writing over that freaking gelato, and I can't find a. Let me go, and I can't find a scrap piece of paper. A sucker for post-its, huh? I got a drawer full. Yeah, I've got loads. Because before I got into being like arty in my journal, post-its were, you know, a way for me to do it. Why is that lumpy? It's lumpy. Oh, because I'm. Ugh. Get that out of the way. There we go. I used to do stickers and post-its everywhere. I actually found one of my old journals the other day. If you guys remind me, I'll show you once I'm set up. Very basic. Yes, please, no hurry. Big discussion where my binders are with the postal service. Yeah, I was saying about those just now. You've been naughty and you've been doing some online shopping. Oh, what did you get, Gemma? Spill the beans. And then Wendy and I won't feel so guilty because we're the ones keeping AliExpress in business. Pretty much, yeah. Thanks for liking your cleaning tracker. I saw that you let everybody know you got it from me. Thank you. Made me smile. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad other people are finding a use for it. And once I figure out how you digitize stuff. I can hopefully get that done and sell them, because somebody asked for that. Sorry if you can hear my phone. It's a work in progress. Yeah, I found that mine it's being tweaked every sort of couple of months. So, you know, like maybe the order that I've put things in, because I like things to be in the order that I would probably do them, because it just makes it, I don't know, more logical or something. It makes more sense for me that the tasks would be in a certain order, and you know, sometimes the order I've put them in works and sometimes it doesn't, so I make notes to myself as to what's worked and what hasn't, and what would I change. The first month I must have had about 10 notes on the blooming thing. It's a bit better this month, but God, 10 already. Yes, that's one of the places. You should just say one or two things. eBay's done alright, plus you got a nice box of Stampin' Up stuff that came today. Oh, I love Stampin' Up stuff. You got the gold paints, washi pens, and God knows what else. You're finding things that don't need to be done as often and changing up what you do on certain days. Yeah, exactly. It's like Wednesday is my light day, because Wednesdays I take my mum out, and I'm basically with my mum from dropping Daryl off till I pick Daryl up. So then I come home and I want to get back into doing lives on Wednesdays. So I don't want to think, oh my God, I've got all them chores that I haven't done, and you know, yeah, so right. Yeah, I'll see that pen's been used on the this pen's also been used on that gelato, and it's got wax on the nib and it doesn't want to cooperate. Come on. There you are. That gelato yesterday was a pain in my ass. It really was. The pen's still not going to work properly. Right, I'm going to use the green from last week. That's right. Yeah, I'm just going to go like that so I know what it was. Right, 1, 2, 3. Can't believe we're going into March already. Where's the time gone? You still need to finish your watercolour paint. Have you not done it yet? Tut. Slacking, Wendy, you're slacking. Oh, I haven't put get shit done over on that side. It's driving you mad because you need more hours in the day or win the lottery so you can stop working. Yeah. Good luck with that. Oh, excuse me. You may or may not have ordered wax and seals. What happened to... I'm not falling down that rabbit hole. Wendy? You are a nightmare. I've just got more washi coming. I just keep ordering washi. It's dreadful. Have I got a Stampin' Up catalogue? Not a recent one. No. I can't afford their new products, to be honest. As much as I would like to. Because I do like their stuff a lot. But yeah, it's just, I find it awfully expensive. That'll do. I know quite a few people who like demonstrate for them or do their catalogues. There's one here on the island. She's in Newport, and she sent me a catalogue, but I don't know what I did with it. That's the kind of house that eats things, literally. Right, let's dooby. You kind of tripped and then you went, yeah, well, you do that. I think you should be locked out of AliExpress. Oh, cool. Thanks, Gemma. Yeah, sounds good. That's wrong. It's not a 1. It's a 4. It's a wonky 4. I just hate when you do that. They would go bankrupt. They would if you stopped buying stuff. Right. So it's 5. 6. 'Nice colour. I like that colour. It's colour 673. That twisted calf today is not on the Fitbit challenge. Yeah, I know it's hot. It's that 3,000 calories. It's a bitch. You did Stampin' Up a couple of years ago, but like you said, it's so bloody expensive, and the quotas you have to meet are ridiculous. Yeah, I can imagine. I scored on eBay last year a whole load of the rolling stamps, and because I thought, oh yeah, I really want them, and to be honest, they're in a box under my desk and I haven't used them. It might just be a case of it's out of sight, out of mind. I really do want to get them out and have a play, but it's just, I don't really know what, how to do it kind of thing, because I've never come across stamping wheels before. Their punches are really good. Yeah, I've got the which ones have I got? I've got the scallop tag topper and 2 punches that go with the is it peony, or I can't remember what it's called. It's some kind of flower set. Excuse me a minute, my little one's calling. What's the matter? Okay, I'll be 2 seconds, people. Sorry about that, kids. What drawer did I put it in? Yeah. There you go. The petite petals. That's what it was. And then the larger set as well. Flower shop or something it's called. And I've got the punches that go with these. And I played with them and they were good fun. But I'm the sort of person that I'm like, well, what does it do? And someone shows me and I go, oh, that's really cool. But then my brain won't go any further than that. It's really annoying, So, worn out now, just run up and downstairs. My brain sort of gets stuck on the thing that I can see. It's like Scrabble. I see the first word in Scrabble and then my brain can't find any more words because that's what my brain has seen. So I'm like, oh, it's so annoying. Yeah, you need to come over, Wendy, and teach me all the fun crafty shit I'm missing out on. Although you'd probably be woefully disappointed, as I don't have a craft room absolutely full of shit. Got a few bits. That's okay, you'll bring some. Wonder if your little one will let you watch me rather than Five and Sam. This is someone mark everything you've got and you can tell what you like and I do good. But oh, that'd be lovely. Thank you so much. You're guilty of the same thing. Lots of stuff you just had to have and then you haven't even used it yet. It was much worse when you started bullet journaling. Yeah, I mean, when I started bullet journaling, I did go a bit mad and I bought a lot of stuff. And then I just haven't got around to using it. And I'm one of those that I see a video and somebody uses something and I go, oh, look at that, I've got to have it. And then I don't do anything with it, you know? Because I'm like, well, that thing that they made, which was awfully cool, but, you know, I wouldn't make that because I don't know how to incorporate it into my journal and stuff like that, you know. It's like I remember having a conversation with Wendy about junk journaling and art journaling and you know, I'm like, well, it's not journaling, is it? Because you're not writing stuff and she was like, no, look, you could do it. And I was like, yeah, but what about these people that just fill it up with crap and you know, and she was like, well, yeah, no, you're right there. So that's what you've done watching me. Oh, have I made you buy things? I hold my hands up completely. It was me. I did it. It's like scrapbooking, you know. That was it. We were talking about the difference between scrapbooking and junk journaling, I think, weren't we, Wendy, that time? I can't remember. And I just said I didn't get the difference, you know. It just seemed like you filled up the pages and there wasn't room for anything else. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You put your crap in your journal, but only after you've done writing. Yeah, but sometimes I see these journals and there's no room to write anything because they put book pages in, and I'm like, well, you can't write on that. And you know, you would say I've inspired you. Oh, thank you. In the beginning of any new hobby, everyone's guilty of buying a little bit too much. Dude, you should see how much yarn and fibre I've got. That's what you call a junk journal. Don't get that. No, see, I don't. I just don't understand it because there's no room for anything. You use book pages, but only to create pockets. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But look, Wendy, look. I've done tip-ins. See, tip-in. What else did I do? I made a pocket with a postcard in it. I'll probably just pull that off now and I'll have to stick it back on. I made an envelope. And I've stuck washi down in a few places. Aren't you impressed? Don't get junk journal. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Hey, yes, that's what you're talking about. Take it off and writing over it. Hey, Mary. Yeah, it's too busy. I suppose, for me. And the whole idea of ripping a book up to use the pages just makes me want to go, ah! So, yeah. Monday. Oh god, I've got a frog in my throat. It's so annoying. Oh, Wendy's sending me pictures. That's great, but I don't know what I did with my phone. I had it in my hand just now. That's really weird. Oh, it's there. Found it. It's a lovely washi I have that made you look at the Faber-Castell pens. Oh, a comment. Who is Vanilla Prozac? Yeah. She liked my live plan with me post and then didn't actually, hasn't joined us. Does anybody else have that, where you get a picture on Facebook Messenger and it just doesn't load and you've got to close the whole bloody thing down? And open it up again. Yeah, see, now that's okay, because on that, you've left yourself room to write. Okay, that I get. But you see these junk journals and they're just swamped with shit. And you're like, well, you've got no room. That's not a journal. You know, it's just... And it's like, no white space planning. I don't know whether anybody does this, and I'm really sorry if anybody does. I don't get that either, because you have no room to write anything. And it just, that's not a planner to me, that's a sticker book. I'm going to get using some stickers, because I used to use stickers. But I would use stickers at the end of the week, when I knew that I had the room to. It looks messy and busy. Yeah, exactly. You've done that for a while till you realise that you did it because everybody did it and stopped doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I used to use stickers to decorate. I still do occasionally. I mean, that's partly why I've got the washi. But when you see these people at the beginning of the week and they just fill it up, I'm like, well, what happens if you want to write there later? It just seems a bit... You're just moving stickers from a sticker sheet to a book. You've done it on your own Conjurant and Happy Planner, but you don't do it in your BuJo. What? No white space planning? But how do you... Yeah, Why? Explain it to me. You watch, I'm going to bloody well spell something wrong in a minute. think my sister got home earlier on. We went out for lunch and then she was like, oh, can you just drop me somewhere and I'll walk the dog home? I don't know whether she made it home or not. I was like, yeah, sure, which bit of countryside do you want me to dump you in? It's like people who run loads of different planners baffle me as well. I mean, I've got my little one, wherever it is, should be in my bag. But that's purely so I'm not carrying around a big heavy planner, because when I had Loitrum or Scribbles That Matter, I would carry that in my bag, and I then got a TN cover for it, which is the one that you see in the corner of my videos. Because I wanted to protect the book. Well, that added so much weight, so I bought a little A6. Well, I made a little A6 signature book type thing, and I got a little cloth cover for it because it's lighter to carry. But all it is a smaller version of my monthly pages. That's all that's in there. So all you see is, when you open it, wherever the hell my monthly pages are, you know. Well, you've seen me make them up. The monthly calendar, yeah, that is all you see in it. And then I've got another little book that's just a notebook for when I'm out and about, and I jot things down in there, and then that's it. But yeah, yeah, checklist boxes in the Condren and or planner where you can write info in it. You can find the pic you're sent to. Okay. As long as the police are not showing up at your door asking when you've seen her last. Well, the cool thing about that, Wendy, is that I've got alibis, because my daughter and my mum were with us as well. So, yeah, I'm safe. When you come over, where do you go? Is it Port Southampton? I'll be coming over to Southampton on Friday. I usually go to Southampton because Portsmouth is bloody boring. So, yeah, it's usually Southampton because I like Southampton. But I suppose if we all liked the same style of planning, it would be bloody boring. Aaron Condren you use for your YouTube channel and have to use a family planner. So Mary knows what's going on. Your BuJo is where you do your planning. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Everything goes in here. And for the family, my mum and I share a Google Calendar, so that and all my appointments or appointments where I might be busy all go in the Google Calendar, so that my mother knows, you know, where I am if she needs to get hold of me or something, or she knows, you know, that I'm going to be busy on specific days. My hand really hurts. I took ages doing that. It's pink. Yeah, I get the red jet over Gemma, the passenger one, and then I usually walk into town. So I thought while I was here that I would do the 27 in the gelato because I haven't done it yet. And oh God, hang on. I hope I've done that round the wrong way. I've got a funny feeling I haven't, you know. She says. No, I have. That's right. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So if you're, not bored and you don't want to run away yet, I'm going to do that next because I need it to dry a bit. Have I got any tips for someone who is new to BuJo? Only if you're going to let me rant first. Ranty rant coming up. I hate BuJo for beginner videos. You know, the ones where they go, this is how you do it. No, that's how you do it. Yes, I do a lot of things that I've seen Amanda do, that I've seen Cindy do, that I've seen Amanda Rach Lee do, even stuff that I've seen Boho Berry do, and a couple of other people. My very first 2 or 3 spreads were Boho Berry inspired because she was one of the first people I found. The very first person I found was Amanda Rach Lee. But her voice annoys me a little bit, so I don't tend to watch her much anymore. Then I found Amanda Eclectic Scribbles, and I loved the way that she did a lot of things. And I watch her videos religiously, but I do things differently to how she does. And there seems to be, at the beginning of the year, there's a glut of BuJoing for beginner videos. And I'm like, where do you get off telling me how to BuJo? You know, I've never followed a this is how it should be done, because I don't believe that the way I do something is necessarily going to work for you. Does that make sense? So, you know, I mean, like, Michelle has used my cleaning tracker and I'm really, really glad it's worked for her. But she's going to tweak that. She's going to find ways that, you know, well, maybe the monthly list doesn't work for her and she wants a fortnightly one instead, or, you know, whatever. She will tweak it, and that's fab if you want. And the other thing that really, really, really winds me up is when people go, I've got a brand new BuJo, brand new book, you know, brand new Scribbles That Matter book, and I'm too scared to write in it. It's a fucking book. Pick up a pen, write in it. Do you know what I mean? Go for it. You wanted to join the bullet journal community as it is. I don't think that's going to show us too white. So jump in with both feet and go for it. Don't be afraid of it. I've used that one. That's one I haven't used yet. Yeah, never be afraid of it. It's only a book. If you screw it up, you cover it over and you keep going. Yeah, why do you have the book? Exactly. It's more of how to make a habit of doing it, if that makes sense. Well, I said that. Did I not say this in my video yesterday? Did you watch yesterday's video? Because I had a gabble at the end of that. But I'll gabble again. That's fine. I can gabble. Have we done this one? Acqua Dolce. We haven't done Acqua Dolce, people. We're going to do Acqua Dolce. Right. Getting into the habit. What is your morning routine, would you say? You know, are you don't anybody come near me until I've had my coffee kind of person? Or, you know, do you get up and run around like a headless chicken trying to get everything done or whatever? Yeah, so your style's very different from all of us, Wendy, but you still get inspiration for what you see us do and you make it your own and make it work for you. Exactly. I have always been the kind of person that when I wake up in the morning, don't fucking talk to me until I've had enough tea. what am I looking for? My label maker. Excuse me. I like to sit and have a cup of tea and you know, read the internet and all that kind of thing until I'm ready to go. Whereas my daughter, she can get up, get dressed and leave the house without even having a cup of tea, and that to me is just, that's you know, that's almost a crime, I think. You know, you wake up in third gear trying to get your family to move their asses. No, you don't. You wake up like Tigger, you do. I've seen you online. You're a nut job. They spelled aqua really strangely, and it bugs me. Aqua. Insert second line. D-O-L-C-E. And print. Up to feed the baby, then get other son ups ready for school, and then get ready to send him off to school. Right, okay. So once little one's gone to school, it's just you and Babby at home then, is it? You know, or do you go? There's usually, even with, you know, 2 young children, there is usually a half hour during the day you can sit down. The good thing about bullet journals is that, unless you're stupid and you do this system like I am, it's usually a book, and you can sit down with that book on your lap and have a cup of coffee while you're doing it, or whatever, if that's what you drink. I don't drink coffee, but start simple. Don't think when you start that you're going to be able to just jump in and recreate all these fantastic spreads that you see on YouTube and Instagram and Pinterest and all that lot, because you'll overwhelm yourself and you'll be pissed off because you haven't managed it. Do you know what I mean? So start simple and just take some time really over it, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to stagger these like I should have done the other day, so they're going to go sort of like that. Yes, that is pretty much how I want it. I'm going to glue that one down. Well, stick it down. Sticky, sticky. Back home with the baby and the day is yours. Well, there you go then. So once you're home with the baby, is he still napping? I mean, how old is baby? Once baby's down for a nap, well, you know, you could take some time out. I mean, I do the majority of my bullet journaling in the evening, 11 months. So he's still napping then, I imagine, is he? Unless he's one of those hypey jobbies. But, yeah, I mean, Daryl goes to bed at 6:30. So, you know, if I've got to set up my monthly, for example, I can't put my finger in it anymore. If I'm going to set up my monthly, well, I do that once he's gone to bed. You know, I mean, you know, I've been doing the daily ones at the moment, which I've been really enjoying. And I really appreciate you guys watching and keeping the numbers going. It's great fun. I tend to do that after he's gone to school. He goes to play school 3 days a week. Roll on September, you know, into big school then. But yeah, he goes to preschool 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm doing Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday after he's gone to school. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I'll admit, I'm putting the bloody telly on, you know. So there you go. What do you want to watch? Oh, I want to watch. It's into Justice League at the moment. So, you know, Justice League goes on. And he's in there playing Superman and Batman and all that lot, because he's really into those at the moment. And it gives me that 20 to 30 minutes that I need to get it done. I mean, yes, he comes in and he interrupts me. And, you know, sometimes I cut those bits out and sometimes I don't. So, you love the dailies. Cool. I'm really glad you do. They're good fun to do, actually. I wasn't sure whether it was something that I could hack doing, because it is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, and it doesn't help that my computer's really slow. But I did have a word with my mum, and I said to her, you know, I want a better computer, I want a Mac. And she said maybe at the end of the year she can help me out with that. So, yeah. You're here late, but not never. Hello, sweetheart, how are you? So yeah, it is basically set aside time, make it a part of your day, the same as, you know, getting dressed is part of your day, getting up, having a, you know, if you're a tea drinker or a coffee drinker, you get up and you have your morning cuppa, or vacuuming, or picking up your older kids' toys, or yeah, it's something that is part of your day, so it then becomes a habit. Do you know what I mean? You almost got your new PC together and you're thinking about making BuJo and journal vids. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I'd love to see your journals, because I've seen your pictures and you are amazing at art, and I'd love to see what you do. You're doing great. How am I? You're loving the number stencils. Yeah, I want to get some more. There's this some, who was it I watch? Abiding Kelsley or Abiding Ainsley or something like that. And she's got this gorgeous stencil, but she got it off of her mum. And it's quite old, and I'm trying to find a copy of it, because it's the numbers are lovely, you know, they're quite deco style. And then I saw somebody else on Instagram using a very, very similar stencil, and they tagged the company that they apparently got it off of. It's something like, it wasn't Deco Arts, but very, very similar. And when I went through to their profile, it seemed like all they had was a YouTube channel, and I couldn't find a shop, and I can't find their product online anywhere. So I'm like, oh, so whether they don't trade anymore or something, I don't know. That's very pale. I don't know if you guys can you see that? Everyone's going to start making videos. You'll never. Abiding Kelsey Lee. That's the gal. Yeah, she just got engaged, didn't she? Is it Ben? Is that her other half's name? They got engaged not that long ago, and oh, it was a sweet video. Really sweet. And she's quite good. I'm pretty sure that's her. Something like that. She calls everybody her abiding fam. Is that the one? I like her. She's nice. Yeah, you watch her as well. Yeah. You know, I'm sure it was her. She's got those nice number stencils, and they're similar in a way to this, but the number flares out. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can draw it. Let me just clean my stencils. I'm sure it is her, isn't it? You need to give yourself a rough time to do it. You need to get out of your own head. Could say it's laziness. It's not. Okay, well, if it's laziness, then even more so, don't go for mad spreads. Okay. Start off with something really, really simple, like the weekly that I do, for example, where you just draw some lines, you write in the days and you write in the numbers. Get used to planning. Get used to having your appointments written down, your to-do lists written down. I put everything but the fucking gelato away. What am I like? Get used to having a reference, if you like, because that's pretty much what, to me, what a planner is. Get used to looking in it, you know, and then as you get more used to using it, it's like everything else. The more you use it, the quicker you're going to get. And then as you get quicker, you can start adding in trackers and, you know, all of that kind of thing. But, I mean, that's my monthly. Well, that takes 5 minutes to do, really. You know, it's only decoration that doesn't. That tracker takes a little bit longer. But once it's planned, it's quite quick to do. That doesn't really take very long, you know. And these ones don't take very long because they're very basic trackers, but once they're up and running, they're quite effective. That one takes ages to draw because it's all these little fucking boxes. It takes ages. But that, I can do that in half an hour. You know, and you don't have to make it decorative. I mean, you said, you know, you've got washi. Stick some fucking washi down. And I mean, I put washi on my weeklies because I flick through them a lot, and I personally think it helps protect the edges of the pages. So chuck some washi down, draw some lines, bomb, there you go. It's quick, you know. And I know what it's like when you've got 11-month-old and a kiddie at school. You're busy, so don't overwhelm yourself. Just say, right, I'm gonna literally, you know, if you want to be neat and use a ruler, go for it, and just draw some lines. Write it down and go from there. And then when it becomes a habit to look at your book, you can... Have we covered how cool my nails look? Well, we did, but, you know, you can say it again. Yeah, once it becomes that habit, you can expand on it, I suppose, is what I'm looking for. And then go from there. That was so messy, that squid ink one. When you started the BuJo, you only did monthly and dailies. Yeah. I've always wanted to keep a journal. And I have, to some point or another, kept a planner. I've always had a planner. I used to be a Filofax user. You know, where are we? That's my Filofax for the business. It's my Malden, you know, and I've got details of my tenants, what room they're in, how much they pay, how it's paid, bills in and out, you know, that's all in there, and I keep notes and all that rubbish in there. You can tell it used to be a personal, because I've still got washi samples in it. My other Filofax is, I don't know, it's under there somewhere. And yeah, this is what I was going to show you guys for a giggle. You could even go for a Filofax Gemma if you wanted, just to start, and go and buy your pages. Okay. So like a ring bound system. And then I used to, see, I've been using washi tape for years. This is 2013. You know, and I use little flags to show things, and I've always colour coded, and you'll know about that because you've been watching my videos. Always colour coded, and I used to make notes to myself, like, you know, my legs were bad, hindering my spinning, and you know, there you go. My dreads were 2 in 2013, so there you go. I've had my dreads for 8 years this July. Wow. You know, things were different colours, and you know, I cleaned my daughter's room out. Good job, you know, and stuff like that. And I would colour code everything. There you go, a little bit of journaling. Oh, that was a good day. Found an unconscious bloke in the street, and I held his head while we put him on a bodyboard. There you go, a little bit more journaling, and started bringing in a bit of pen. And some weeks I would go nuts, and there would be loads and loads and loads of stickers. And then other weeks, you know, there wouldn't be anything written. Or I would do a bit of journaling, and that would be it. So there's quite a bit of journaling here. But I went to a festival, so that's why there was a lot of journaling. Puffy stickers, you know, and all that lot. The things down the side while I was working at the time, and that was my, those were my hours. So, yeah, it's just things like that. So use what works for you. I mean, you could even buy printables on Etsy for printing up in a philo, or you know, whatever. But I found this was a good way to start for me, and then you can add things into it for memory keeping. Yeah, my friend got married that year. So I stuck it in for memory keeping. That was the year my son turned 17 and my daughter turned 18. So decorating it could be as easy as stickers and coloured pens like highlighters or whatever, or even just putting boxes around it all. That was something I got into for a bit. You could, it's as easy as that. Bullet journaling can be as complex as you want it or have time for it to be, or it can be a notebook that you write a list in. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's also something black and white that you're doing things and you know yourself a long time, health problems, you've accomplished something. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's so nice when you can check boxes off and your journal makes you feel like you have life. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You wish you had the energy to film journals. I've actually got them pretty nice at this point. You're happy with them. Yeah, and they're your journals. So, you know, if you do something and you think, God, that looks really shit. Well, the only person judging it is you. It's your journal at the end of the day. I've got pages in this one that I've gone, oh, for fuck's sake, look at the state of that. You know, what was I thinking? But, excuse me, you know, see my mistakes as well. Like I say, I mean, I couldn't believe the mess I made with all that yesterday. But it's something, you know, the only thing, two things you go nuts with are your mood tracker and your financial mandala. The rest is very minimal, and it's the colours that bring it to life. Exactly. I mean, I've always colour coded because then I can see at a glance what is what. I need to actually put a colour coding key in here, but I know what my colours are, so that's fine. But of course, in years to come, I might have changed them. Yeah, I've always colour coded because it just makes sense to me to colour code. Like my daughter Callie is pink and my son Alex is grey. Daryl is this sort of tealy colour. My eldest son is green. My second son is blue. My mum is a different shade of green. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's got a colour. The pets are red. I'm purple. I'm always purple because purple's cool. It's, you know, it makes it easier for me. And if you're like, well, oh, you know, I'm worried about colour coding or whatever, get one of those 4-colour pens, Bic ones. Start off with one of these. Yeah, it's how my brain works best. And for a while, I used to carry around 2 of these. So you cut down the amount of YouTubers you watch as you think that's what has made it feel harder than it needs to be. Yeah. I mean, if you go back to the very, very basics of it, bullet journaling is simply a list. That's what bullet journaling started out as. That is bullet journaling. You know, you bullet point and you write your list of things that you've got to do each day. I personally like to see a calendar. That's how my brain works. It works easier this way for me. So try a couple of different things, and if they work, great. If they don't, well, you know, cross it out and try something else. But don't try 200 things at once, because then that's overwhelming. Bullet journaling is a notebook, pen and list, and that is it. Exactly. What we all do is pretty it. We all pretty it up and, you know, make it colourful and, you know. I mean, I've noticed that quite a lot of people are going more back to basics. Cindy's one of them. You know, she's not doing quite as much flair or fuckery, I think she called it. Spanned me again. So she's doing less flair sort of thing. Yeah, see, there you go. I mean, that's Wendy's, right? Ideal. I like colour. A lot of bullet journaling or journalists or like black. So when you've got so many different people and you think, oh, I have to do that because you think it relates to you, but actually it's about you and what you need. Exactly. I mean, yes, take inspiration from people and say, oh, that's a good idea. But it's like, I mean, it's like Amanda, for example. She's got her could do, must do, and intentions list. And I'm like, that's too many lists. That freaks my head right out. I got my get that shit done list. And I've, over the weeks, you'll have noticed that my list space, I don't give myself as much room anymore because I was freaking out and thinking either A, I'm not filling that space up, or B, I'm putting too much shit on this list that then wasn't getting done, and I have to keep moving it forward and moving it forward and moving it forward because I had too much stuff. So yeah, been there, done that until you found you and how you want to do it. Exactly. I've probably, yeah, I mean, I've tried meal planning. I just don't get the point of that. It works for some people, it doesn't for me. My meal planning is as much as, right, I'm going shopping, what do we need? We need, you know, eggs, bread, milk, this, that, and t'other, righty-ho, and I chuck it all in the freezer, and then meal planning is like, okay, it's 5 o'clock, it's time to cook. You know, I don't see the whole writing it down, you know, I don't get it. That, I really don't understand that. So, yeah, my meal planning lasted about 10 days, I think, and then I thought, well, this is a load of shit. Yeah, well, you track your meals for a reason. You know, that's a medical necessity, I suppose. Like, really, my mum should be tracking her blood pressure, but she's a bit crap about that. So, oh, excuse me. It got up to 13 degrees today, although the real feel was 15. It was beautiful. It was. And the sun came up at 6:54. How fab is that? Yeah, but don't be scared to try something and then look at it and go, nope, that doesn't work for me, or nope, that's shit and I don't like it, or I wish I'd done this, or I wish I'd done that. If that's the case, make yourself a note on it and try it again next time round. You know, I mean, my cleaning spread for January. Hang on. Look, Wendy, your Christmas card is in here, look. Made a little pocket out of the wrapping paper you sent me. Yeah, see, that was my January. That was the first time I'd done this cleaning spread. And I'd spent a couple of weeks thinking, how could I do it? And I'd stuck it all in my little A6 notebook first, and you know, and I drew all around that, and there you go. I thought, oh, I forgot to add bath mats in, and then I added another post-it, changed the list order so tasks are done in correct order. I made another note here, vacuum downstairs after you've cleaned Daryl's table, and put the pet bowls in the dishwasher, and you know, so make yourself, don't be frightened to make yourself notes, because when you look back at it later, you go, oh yeah, I remember that, I remember saying that, I remember doing that. And have a scribble page. Definitely have a scribble page, because it comes in handy. But yeah, I mean, you know, if you want a big fancy tracker, then do a big fancy tracker. But yeah, I was quite pleased how that came out, actually, Wendy. That's what you like about my stuff. Down to earth, doing what I need. Yeah. Yeah, I get the impression sometimes that some bullet journals are show-off bullet journals, if that makes sense, that they are done for YouTube. Mine is, it's a working journal, and it's got to be a working journal because I haven't got time to do two, and I don't have the inclination or the patience to do two proper journals. My A6 is very, very basic and it's very scruffy. The only difference I do in my A6, and I'll grab it. No, I won't, because there it is. There was me standing up looking for it. Only thing I do in my A6 is, again, I colour code the weeks. But with this, I made myself a little template. Oops. See, I'm not bothered about it being neat. I made myself a little template for the monthly spreads, so that when it comes time to draw them, I don't even have to measure. I just stick that in there and I can see through. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see through the page. This is copy paper, you know, printer paper, and I can see through the page to do that, and then I can see the indent of the previous month on this side to do this side of the month, and that is it. And that works really, really well for me. And again, when I get to the end of the month, I've got a big paper clip in here and I just paper clip it. And then I haven't got a load of loose paper. I can't stand pages flapping about, you know. And so, yeah. So I'm in this week now. When I get to that. No, sorry, that's next month. Wrong one. Wrong week. We're in this week. So on Friday, I'll flip the page, stick it in with the paper clip, and then it will automatically open there. Your BuJo work is very, very minimal, but you do decorate it slightly. You draw in it, so which is really pretty. You also watch watercolour people. Do you? Who do you watch? Mikey, send me a message with people that you watch, because I want to watch them. Yeah, I love your review videos, April. Because you're honest and you say what you think. Although I think my response to that video would have been, well, that's a bit shit then, isn't it? As soon as you got it out, I went, oh! You've been decoupaging your work, BuJo. Little experiment. Ooh, want to see that. What do you think of your BuJo? Yeah, it's cool. I liked your dragons and unicorns one that you did the other week. But I love dragons, so yeah, it was. I thought it was bloody brilliant. Oh dear. Right, well, that's pretty much it, really. I suppose, isn't it? I've run out of things to do. I haven't even done today's. I haven't even done today in my BuJo's morning bit, really. So yeah. You get the next one free, are you? How do you wrangle that one? Do you guys want me to do today in my BuJo now, or have you had enough? I mean, I'm just willing to sit and gabble away to you guys all night if that's what you want. But I need a cough sweet, so I'm going to sit here and so just hang out and shoot the crap. Yeah, okay, I can do that. My BuJo has been improving every video. The work you're putting in and your handwriting challenges and lettering shows. Yeah. It's sad when you have to put a disclaimer on your subscription. Yeah. Yes, you want me today in my BuJo? Well, Wendy's like spamming me with all these pictures to make me fucking jealous. Oh, look. She's done a dragonfly. I love dragonflies. Remind me later, Wendy, I got a fantastic video, not video, photograph of a dragonfly. I was like a foot away from it a couple of years ago. There we go, there we go. I don't know how well you can see that. It landed I was sat in that chair. It's a deck chair. And it landed right next to me. Frightened the bejesus out of me. And it's as big as it looks. It was a massive one. We were down the field where my son, that's my eldest boy, in his archery gear. He does archery down there. That's my mum and my son. My mum, we've all done archery at some point. So, yeah. Oh, look. That's a baby Daryl. Anyway, winter challenges normally get released for like next month. A load of them are up now. So, yeah. A load of them are up now. I had to look through today and there are loads. So, right, last night I did my night face cream. I did, oh, and I did, what day is it today? Thursday, Friday, yeah. This is yesterday's pen, isn't it? And I'm all confuddled. Today's Wednesday, this is Tuesday's pen, yeah. So Tuesday I did my face cream and my hands. Because I just had my nails done. Where she looks, sorry for being a dumbass. That BuJo Challenges is probably the best place. It's Wednesday. Yes, I know, but I haven't done yesterday, finished up yesterday, you know, because I haven't done today in my BuJo this morning. Oh, God, you know, you're confusing me. Right, yesterday I did 11,000. That's not right. 11,304 steps. I'm behind because I had to go out this morning because my mum was all like, I need to do this and I need to go there and we need to do that and I promise we give your sister a lift, and I'm like, oh, lovely. Do we have to? Right. I've just reached the yummy part of the coffee. 11,304 and 4.04 miles. Feels like we sat chatting together. I know, it's good, isn't it? Right. Yeah, I did all that last night. I did my word. Right. Oops. Change pen. Oh, you're not a Samsung girl, are you? Got a new phone. What you ordered then? What phone you got? Hello, Sandy. How are you, sweet? Excuse me, I'm sucking on coffee. Galaxy S10. Ooh, posh. Very, very nice. Have you seen one? Have you gone and played with it, or have you like ordered it blind? I'm an Apple gal. I don't like Samsung phones. So I tried them a while ago and I was just like, wow, you seem to do so much more to you know, do what you need to do on a Samsung. Doing my makeup challenge is definitely a bust. I've not had booze. I did have fizzy drinks and caffeine because I had a Coke. And I've not had chips. To be honest, it's not chips that are the bloody problem. It's chocolate at the moment. I haven't crafted. Alright, I need a gratitudey word. But I love chips. I could just eat chips till the cows come in. Loads of salt and vinegar. Mm. Yum, yum, yum. I can't stand Apple. It's funny, innit? Yeah. Oh, I can't stand Samsung. Can't stand it. You have an iPhone and Air. Oh, you've got an Air Mac. Oh, you lucky cow. And an iPad. Oh, I was saying earlier, I think it was before you came in, that I said to my mum I need a new computer because although this one's new, as in like I've only had it a couple of months, it's not up to the job of everything that I need to do. And when I'm doing things like the daily videos that I've been doing, it takes so freaking long that it does my head in. So I'd like to get an iMac this year. And I said to her by the end of the year, because I'm doing my penny a day challenge, I said I'll have, you know, 600 quid. So she said, oh, I think I can probably help you with that. I was like, yay! So, yeah. My mum, bless her. Right, back there. 2. About there again. Yeah, last night wasn't too bad. But I want a proper, like, iMac. The only Mac computer I've ever had, you know, not iPad or iPhone, was a Mac Mini. And I like Mac Mini, but the processing's not that brilliant on it. But it was ideal for what I wanted it for at the time. But now I need something a bit faster because it all takes too long otherwise. That's a bit messy, never mind. Oh my god. She is rethinking, Wendy, ladies and gentlemen, is rethinking her whole BuJo setup for the second half of the year. Why? What's the matter with your BuJo setup now? Lou was done. Yeah, that's about all I've done today. I haven't done anything else. Yeah, I don't sleep a lot. I probably sleep more now than I used to, but... Right, I've done the live, so I'm going to cross you lot off. I've done that. I didn't really reboot the route, I forgot. So my gratitude word is gonna be... Live chat. That's you lot. Yeah, you lot. Too much cat that you're doing because everyone was doing it and you were doing it. Yeah, fair enough. You copied the clean, did you? Is it working alright? In your life you find you can't have any electronics on or do a whole lot of moving around before you go to sleep. Usually try to make your last 2 hours before sleep reading. That works for some people. My brain just, I get into bed and my brain just doesn't go to sleep. You fall asleep every night to either NCIS or Bones. I use audiobooks. You know, I put an audiobook on and go to sleep listening to that. And I set the timer to go off after about 15 minutes. Your spells are reading. I used to always have a book on the go. Always had a book on the go. But it's having the time to do it. I just do not have the time to sit and read, especially not with a 4-year-old. So I switched to audiobooks, and a lot of the reason I don't have the time was because I got a Fitbit a year ago and started to walk everywhere. And it's hard to read and walk because you tend to bump into lampposts. You're starting to sleep better because you joined this Fitbit group and your captain is such a bitch that keeps you moving. Yeah, I'm going to crack that fucking whip. She means me, by the way. Yeah, and I walk a lot. So it was like, well, you know, I missed reading a huge amount. So I got an Audible subscription. And I share the subscription with my mum. And every sort of few months or so, my mum goes, oh, could we perhaps buy so-and-so? And she'll bung me some money to get the 3 credits at the cheaper rate. And, you know, we've got quite an extensive audio library now, which works really, really well. So, yeah. Well, that was pretty much it. That's it. Did I do that? Yeah, I did that. So, yeah, I can't do my steps yet because it's only just 9 o'clock. So I could get some more in. I don't want my team complaining that I don't do bugger all. As part of the problem is the baby's in with you, so sometimes all the lights and everything is off, so you watch YouTube on your phone. Yeah. And when Daryl was in the pushchair still, we used to go walking, and there's this specific route that I take, and it's along the river, so there's no traffic. And I didn't feel right about like putting headphones on, so I used to put the audiobook on my phone on loudspeaker. And everybody else that used that path, you know, thought it was great, and they wave at Daryl as they went past, and all the cyclists would wave at him because he was at that age where he'd sit there and wave at everybody. And then the first time I decided to see if he could do the walk without the pushchair, we got off the bus, because we catch a bus to where it is, got off the bus, and we literally walked 500 steps down this footpath, and he turned around to me and went, Mummy, you need to put your audiobook on. And it had been like a whole year since we'd done that walk. And over the winter, he'd come out of the pushchair, we'd stopped using the pushchair, and he was walking everywhere. And it just cracked me up. And I said, you want me to put my audiobook on? And I don't listen to kids' audiobooks. I was listening to crime fiction at the time. You know. But yeah, he was like, hey, you need to put your audiobook on, Mum. And I was like, okay. And I stuck it on, and we walked down the road listening to it. And he waves at all the cyclists. Yeah, brilliant. So yeah, I love audiobooks. Audiobooks give me the time to read without taking the hours that I lose in a book, because I'm one of those, I'll open a book and that's it, I'm gone, you know, and I sleep a lot less when I've got a good book on the go, because I can't put the bloody thing down. But an audiobook, I'll fall asleep listening to that. Works really, really well. I won't forget April, don't you worry. It is literally on my watch list on YouTube, and YouTube is open because I use software to stream. YouTube is open behind that, so when I shut this program down, it's there ready for me to click play. So yeah, but we've been at this now for an hour and 40 minutes. He's so cute, you love audiobooks, borrow them from your local library. Yeah, I've heard of people saying that before, and I've got absolutely no idea how to do that. getting them on a digital subscription. But then I like the fact that with Audible, if you don't like a book, you can give it back. And they'll give you your money back, no questions asked. So menopause flashes, you have a little mini symptoms with Italian ice. What's Italian ice? People, don't forget to like this video. Thank you. Thank you so much. You lot have really made me smile this month. I felt so crappy at the beginning of this month. And I really appreciate that you guys have been watching all my vids. Yeah, come on, Michael, it's Italian ice. At your library, they disappear after 2 weeks. What, from the library or from your device? Go online. If your library has it, you can download Overdrive and either listen to it in your browser or download the MP3 player. You can return it if you don't like it. Off your phone. Oh, okay. You can borrow up to 21 days. I doubt very much our library has it because I know that it was under threat of closure. A lot of the libraries in England closed down a few years back, and my local one was under threat, and it's you know, it's a fraction of the library it used to be. I could check the other library, but yeah, no, England had this huge problem where basically the libraries aren't being used. And of course, you know, the internet basically got blamed for that, that less and less people are using libraries because everything is in there, you know. You can download digital books for, well, if you know where to look, for nothing, but you know, you can buy books for very little money, or you can download audio books, or you know, oh no, it's before Minister May, yeah, yeah. So yeah, you've had that there, yeah. I mean, Sandown Library, which is 20 minutes away, I used to spend hours in there as a kid, but now I haven't been in there for years, and it's a fraction of what it used to be. That's why they started it there, yeah. But yeah, I mean, if I could join it up and get it to work properly, then it'd make my mum happy, because she's got a lot more time. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hey, at least I don't have to do today in my BuJo. Today in my BuJo. She's got a lot more time to listen, so she's burning through the books a lot quicker than I am. And she's like there going, have you finished that book yet? I'm like, no, I haven't. You just have to wait. I only really listen to them now when I haven't got Daryl around. So it's when I'm walking, because he talks too much. So if I'm walking without Daryl, that's when I listen to mine. So yeah, I do. Yeah, I have. If I'm doing like my monthlies, because they take so long, I'll quite often stick an audiobook on them. So I like fantasy. I'm a big Robin Hobb fan. And Anna Caffrey, dragons. April, do you like Anna Caffrey? You read the Perm books? I used to have all of them, all the Perm books. Yeah, I loved her. You not read any of them? Wow. Italian ice is like frozen sugar water, but it's whipped up somehow, so it's just so good and frozen. I've never heard of it. You're a crime thriller girl. I'll have to, we'll have to chuck authors back and forth then, Gemma, because my mum is as well. Like a Slurpee. Oh, we call them slush puppies. Like sort of churned up ice with a fruit sort of flavouring added to it. Slush puppies, we call them. Yeah. You didn't read the Perm books. I see. I'm surprised. April liking dragons that she hasn't read the Perm books. I loved them. But yeah, Robin Hobb. I love her books. I'm going through those now. A hard Slurpee. You scrape out with a spoon. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah, my mum's really into crime fiction. So, she's not that into sci-fi except Doctor Who. You got her into that. Good girl. So you should. Do you like the new Doctor? You read paranormal or horror? I grew up on Stephen King. Love Stephen King. You like the new Doctor? Yeah, so do I. Did you see the link I posted on Facebook the other day about how apparently Alex Kingston said she would not be amiss to reprising River Song? Oh, could you imagine if they did that? That would be so freaking cool. That would be really cool. You've got all the King books and you do mean all of them. Awesome. Yeah, I know my mum's got a first edition of The Stand. So yeah, I could just see River Song with the new Doctor. I think that'd be bloody brilliant. So, did you watch Broadchurch? Yes, I did. Yeah, I thought that was brilliant. I didn't watch it when it first came out. I watched it loads. I think I only watched it last year or the year before. And I binge watched the whole thing. I wasn't as keen on her character in that. I thought Olivia Colman was absolutely fucking brilliant in that. She's deserved all the awards she's just won this week. Excuse me. Oh, Freddie. Yeah. Yeah. You watched some of Broadchurch, you couldn't get into it, really? Oh, yeah, no, it had me gripped. Absolutely gripped. God, it's suddenly got cold in here. My little handies are cold. So, right, ladies. We've been at this for nearly 2 hours. I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. And watch April's video. Excuse me. And then I'm going to try and get an early night where I don't have to sit up and export a video. That would be awesome. Right, you're going to hug your pillow because tomorrow you've got a new card to do in the group. We do. Yes. So I'm going to pull my weight in a minute and get some steps in. So have a good day. Thank you, darling. You too. And you, Mary. I will see you all in tomorrow's BuJo. Have a good day or a good evening. Gemma, I think you're the only other UK person in here. Wendy's an hour ahead of us. So yeah, go to bed. You've got work tomorrow. Everybody in the States, what was it there? About 4 PM, was it? 5 PM? 5 o'clock? So you guys got your whole evening ahead of you. So have a good one. Yeah, 4:20, I thought it was. Have a good day, people in the States. Have a good night, Wendy. Hope you sleep well. And I hope you have a good evening, Gemma. Take it easy, guys. Don't forget your thumbs up, yeah? And I'll see you all tomorrow. Tarty bye.